this is the face of Rasimir. And you've probably gotten used to seeing him. But this is the voice of Rasimir, or I guess you could say the narrator. And I wanted to take a moment to say thank you if you've been watching this series for 50 episodes. Can you believe it? 50 episodes we're in. This is magical number 51. And I'm here to make an announcement that we're going to be changing the format a little bit. Rather than one episode per day in the playthrough, we're going to be doing one episode per season. Now, I thought about doing one per year, but that would be 6 hours of off-stream play that I would have to edit into a video. This way, I'll give you some of the highs and lows, some of the exciting parts, some of the highlights along the way. I will include that into one video that I'm going to aim for 15 to 20 minutes. If you would like them to be longer than that, do let me know in the comments. But I think that 15 to 20 minute range will be good for allowing you to follow the storyline while not being too bogged down and feel like if you miss one or two, you won't be able to keep up. So I'm going to try to still do 2 episodes every week, which means we will get through a year every 2 weeks. And the goal will be for us to one day see Henrik take over for Rasimir and watch our valley thrive. And there may be some episodes where not a lot of action happens because we might be doing a bit more simulating behind the scenes. I'm not always going to take every quest. I'm not always going to do a bunch of crazy stuff because we want time to transpire. But my hope is that the story will still be fun and we can keep things moving, and that you all will stay engaged with the content while we get to see some of the exciting late game parts of Medieval Dynasty. So let's get back to the episode. Alright, so since it's summertime, as you might imagine, we have several of our spring crops to harvest. So I'll be doing a little bit of that and just basic maintenance around the farm here. I'm not going to include a ton of this because we've done it so much through the course of the series. If you look up in the top left, you see that we're low on animal feed. So as soon as I get the crops in, I'm going to go buy some oats and we will make some animal feed so we can keep our productivity up. But that's what we're going to do. I'll bring you back later on in the season to show you what we've gotten accomplished. All right, we're winding down the first day here, and you can see that we got a bunch of the farming stuff done. I got the animals fed, and I'm actually going to do something we've been hoping to do for a long time. I'm going to purchase this log bench scheme for 500. So then we need 2 logs to make a log bench. So we're going to go ahead and do that. And then I'm also going to purchase the stone campfire scheme, which is 150. And with those purchased, we can make ourselves a little campfire area for the people to sit in the evening. So we'll do the benches first. This is pretty cool the way they set this up. So it gives you like, this is what the people are going to look like sitting on it when you do this. I know this hillside would be kind of uncomfortable to sit on that. Oh, it won't even let me build it there? Interesting. How about here? Let's try this. Try one there. One there. One there. One there. And then, oh, I didn't mean that. And then we want to come in here and build this stone campfire. We need 12 stone and 6 firewood. I don't even know if we have firewood stored up here. No, but we can make firewood. How many stone did I say? I feel like I said 6. Alright, and then we'll take... Let's take 4 logs. I forget how many I need, but... We can make the firewood up here at the logger carpenter's rack, I guess it's called. So we make 4 firewood per log. So this will make us 16. We're only going to do 1 stone fireplace for right now. But we can make more of these little sitting areas later. So we're going to go here, because now we have it unlocked. Oh, we need 12 stone. I could run around and pick up more stone, but we've made it to a point in the save that we don't always have to do our own manual gathering. So let's take advantage of our group here. And I do like to put benches like those in front of houses as well, which you'll probably see me do at some point. But I want to put this right here. So now the people can have a little bit of... Oh, it's not going to let... Wait, not that. Yeah, road. I was hoping it would let me build like a little... So it makes it feel like it's cleared. It's not really a road. It's more just like a... Oh, there we go. Perfect. Oh, that looks so good. That looks so good. Like they're just gonna sit around and eat. You know, the people that live in these houses can meet there. I'll show you in the evening if they gather around it and the lights look good. See you in a bit. Alright, so here we are checking out the little community here. So you can see we have some of our neighbors gathered around the campfire here, and I think this is going to be a nice part of the community moving forward. I'm trying to see if I can tell what she's drinking. I guess it's just a cup, just a basic animation there, probably water, because I don't think we have any juices yet that's level locked in the game. But I'm kind of surprised to see the men wearing those things that look kind of like bonnets, but I guess any head covering in that era would have been good. I don't love my hat, but you know, it helps to keep me warm in the wintertime. I could actually take my fur caplet off as well, but I don't really adjust my outfit all that much. Maybe that's something I could add for a bit of additional role play. But we'll move so these guys can sit. But as you can tell, there's no chatter. Oh, he's eating a pear. Very nice, Roland. And that's something that some people, you know, have mentioned that the devs should incorporate, is let people, you know, let's have talking. But I think that would be very challenging for the devs to include in the game. But this was our first day of the season, and I'm going to continue on with the season. I just wanted to show you this edition at work here. Let's see if I can, it's not too late to get a screenshot of it. All right. Okay, this second day of the season here, it's very stormy. So I think what I'm going to do, I don't really feel like traveling in this. So one of the functions with the tool, with the hammer, is to repair buildings. So if you walk around, I already repaired my house at the beginning of the season, but if you walk around, you can see things like this wall here needs 4 sticks. So I'm going to go ahead and get that repaired. There, up there, you can see needs straw, which fortunately this is the building with the straw, so it shouldn't be too bad. I believe it's 4 to fix. 4 sticks for the wall, 4 straw for the roof. So I'm gonna go check all the buildings, get everything in good condition, do some routine things, and maybe we'll go ahead, depending upon how it looks, we'll go ahead and turn over the cabbage field if we have enough fertilizer to do so. But it's going to be a kind of a stick around the home area here for this episode. Or, I mean, yeah, pardon me. It's going to take me a little while to get out of the habit of the episode thing, but for this day in the game. I don't really have much to say about what else we got done here on this second day, other than I made about 35 batches of pottage and put it in the food area. I got some fertilizer for the cabbage, but I'm going to wait until tomorrow to see if we can get more fertilizer from the donkey and the pigs. I did try this, the arrows of randomness. So far they don't seem to be any different, but I'm sure when I try to use them against a bandit or something, they'll come back to haunt me. But I think this is just going to be about enough for this in-game day. Not too much else to report. It would behoove us to do a little bit more work on these buildings to get them insulated and improve life, but I don't want to get ahead of ourselves, so maybe we'll do that next time. Alright, so to cap off this summer season, I insulated fully this house here. This is the one that's not the simple small house, it's the simple house. And I was going to try to put shutters on this house, but I don't quite know how to do that, so I have to review my notes on that. And I didn't change the roof yet, but eventually we'll switch this over to a plank roof, kind of like that house. And the other job that I did was to get our cabbage planted. Cabbage is it is the only crop that you can plant in the summertime. So I planted that. At some point along these days, this season, I put this curved road in here so we can go in and get eggs and feathers out of there. The chickens seem to enjoy the yard here. We don't have too many yet. And the pigs are doing okay. They make manure very fast, but the good news is their trough is full. It is sad, though, bad news, that they already ate 7% of it, and I just filled it. So I also put in a new field. I don't know how many more fields down here we're going to go, but I'm thinking just a few more, and then we'll make sure that we get them set up with the right, size field with the amount of production we need out of it, so that we have our vegetables and plenty of grains to sustain ourselves long term. Wow, the rooster sounds really good. And eventually, I don't want to get too far ahead of ourselves, but eventually I'd like to build a wall along this road, one of the big log walls, and somewhere down here we'll have an entrance kind of into our compound. But I know the bandits in this game can't actually attack us, but I do think that's something that once we get to a reasonable sized population would make sense to do. In terms of workers, right now our population isn't great, but one of the issues we have is that we have 3 women who are all acting as mothers right now, so they're not in the workforce, and we have 2 other women who are pregnant and will be mothers and will not be in the workforce. So that really hinders our progress. This is something that a lot of people have talked about in Medieval Dynasty circles, that if you don't plan this carefully, you're going to be out of workers. And we're kind of in that spot. So I was thinking about maybe building 2 more houses and essentially having bachelors in those houses for the foreseeable future. So I don't know how viable it is to put houses along this hillside. There's no terraforming in the game. So I don't know if that's something that makes sense, or more realistically, more likely, I think I will put a few more houses along this road. I haven't decided if I want to bring the wall that I'm going to do around our entire settlement, if I want to do it like above this road and let that road be for passersby. I think that makes a lot of sense. And if I can sneak it past behind these houses here, we can put a gate here and then, go over this way as far as we think we need to or makes sense, and then maybe put the wall coming up along this side to presumably keep out wild animals, bandits, all that sort of thing. But this is so far ahead of us. I better stop there. Say thank you so much for checking out this episode with the new unconventional style. Hopefully you enjoyed this summer of year. Honestly, I don't know, because that was not that recent. So, here we go. Year 5. I found it. This is the summer of year 5. So I think we're doing pretty good for the summer of year 5. Thanks everybody for checking it out. I'll see you in the next one. Bye for now.